Hello ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, lovely people of all kinds, and welcome to Georgetown, today with special guest, Jessica Town.
Yay, Jessica Town
my
in
sister.
Georgetown.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to do Game of Thrones impressions. Absolutely rubbish Game of Thrones impressions, because I'm rubbish at impressions, but I think it'd be quite fun.
I know absolutely nothing about Game of Thrones.
You've never watched any Game of Thrones at all?
No.
By the way, no spoilers, don't worry. I'll try and keep it spoiler free.
Yeah, me too.
So what I'm going to do is start with basically my favourite character. This is a guy called Tyrion Lannister. What do you think of him?
Looks kind of like, I would imagine Shaggy from Scooby-Doo would look like as a dwarf.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And he talks like this. Okay, this is going to be a perfect impression. I would like to confess my crime. I am guilty of being a dwarf. I have drunk all the wine. I would like some more wine. Have you any wine at all? Bring me some wine. He drinks a lot of wine.
Yeah.
And then he, this next guy as well, Tyrion doesn't like him very much, so he smacks him around the face. And then this guy, this is Joffrey, he goes, I'm telling my mother, I'm telling mother.
He just looks to me like Malfoy.
He does look like Malfoy.
Malfoy in a crown.
He's meaner even than Malfoy. He's horrible.
That's really a thing, meaner than Malfoy.
And he says things like, I'm telling mother! And he also says, bring me his head! Then there's this person who is Daenerys Targaryen, and she is the mother of dragons. What do you think of her?
She looks like a mermaid.
Yeah, a bit supernatural. She has pet dragons.
Okay, dragons instead of fish.
Okay,
Yep.
and she goes like this. She goes, bow down before me! I am the mother of dragons, Khaleesi, and queen of the Rhoynar! You are my subjects! Go away, all you nasty subjects! That's what she says. It's pretty much how it sounds. I will bring home my kingdom with blood and fire! That's exactly what she sounds like. I'm so impressed with myself.
Why would you want a kingdom with blood and fire?
She's all about the blood and fire. As is this guy, her brother, Viserys Targaryen.
The picture you've got up of him looks like it's black and white.
I know, he's very sallow indeed.
He's very black and white.
He's also totally batshit crazy. He says things like, he says, where is my crown? Bring me my crown. I want my crown. And then this guy, Khal Drogo.
He looks like one of those New Zealand warriors.
Yes, absolutely. He says, this is his only line in English. Most of his lines are in this fake language, but he goes, crown for king. That's exactly what he sounds like. That's such a good impression. Crown for king. And the rest of it's just gibberish. He goes, I also think I'm good at doing him because I have a similar body type. What do you think? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. Next, this is Ned Stark. Okay, he's Hand of the King, Warden of the North, Steward of Gondor. He's Hand of the King. I said that as though it was completely normal. That does sound weird if you haven't seen Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, there's a king and also a Hand of the King, who is like the king's right-hand man, and he does all the...
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. He goes like this. I'm good at this one. The man who casts the sentence should swing the sword. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
Okay, so gruff. Hand of the King.
Cersei, she's really crazy. She goes, a mother's love is the most powerful thing, so I'm gonna go and kill everyone that hates my children.
Yep, I can see that. It's the eyebrows that tell you she's a bit mean.
Then, there's this guy who is her brother. He's called Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
Okay, and he is the Kingslayer. Okay, and he sounds like this. Oh, you go around, you kill one king, and you're the Kingslayer. I only slew one king.
Slew thing.
Slew. Next up we have Colin Pixworth, who is the benevolent pixie king of Westeros.
Princess.
He goes, he's a little bit adenoidal, he goes, oh, you go get them, Ned Stark. You get them. You go and sort things out. Yes, I've got your back, Ned.
I just like how he is in the picture sort of holding his wings, like he's just stroking them.
He's legit awesome. Next, we have Davos. Now, I like him. He's one of my favourite characters because basically you just have to do a theatre school Geordie accent, okay? He goes like this. When Stannis took my fingers, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. That was so bad.
It sounds like Anton Deck.
This is the next guy. He's the king as well. He's called Stannis.
Like a Stannis Stirlift.
Kind of like that. Really can't do him. He goes like this. He goes, you will swear me fealty. Because I'm the rightful king of Westeros. Everyone else is a usurper.
A usurper?
A usurper. Next up, we have the Red Woman, who is also called Melisandre. 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 I have seen your demise in the flames. We need king's blood and leeches and the eye of a newt. And then she goes, ooh, check me out. I could kill people without even being there. Ooh. She doesn't go, ooh. I added that bit.
Okay, I was thinking from Eye of Newton, whatever, the witches from Shakespeare's.
Yeah, she's a bit like that. The night is dark and full of terrors. That's what she says. That's her big quote. That's her catchphrase. The night is dark and full of terrors. And then the sitcom audience go, ha 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 ha. Anyway, she's cool. She's completely around the bend. This is Arya Stark.
Okay, is this a boy or a girl before
She looks a bit like a boy, doesn't she? But that's kind of on purpose, okay? And she goes around going like this. Stick 'em with the pointy end. Ooh, ooh, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Cersei, Joffrey, That's her thing. That's exactly like her. If there's ever an animated series of Game of Thrones, voiceover, she hangs out with this guy, and he's called the Hound.
Okay, he looks like he should be a giant.
He's pretty big. He has a burnt face, right? And so he's a bit bitter about it. And so
and
he
is
has
that why he has that sort of swept over hair to hide the burnt?
Yeah, it's not working though, is it? And he says, "Come on then, little bird, sing me a song."
And the little bird's the girl boy pointy
No,
man.
that's her sister. There's about 1 million characters. I'm not afraid of any man. I'm just afraid of fire. I'm really afraid of fire. Let me go away. I'm running away from the fire.
So I'm guessing he doesn't like the red fire witchy lady.
I don't know if he ever even meets her. It's mental, this show. It's so fantastic. Yes, I've run out. That's 14 now. What did you think? Do you think I'm a brilliant impressionist?
Well, I think they're brilliant impressions. I've got no idea whether they're anything like what they should be. I think I'm going to be really disappointed now if I watch it.
You're right.
Sorry, I just got really... I feel like a spider's crawled up
Oh dear,
my nose.
creepy. Oh no, it has. Oh. I'm sorry, it's okay. Not really, Jessie, not really.
Can you stick it with the pointy
Sticking
end?
with the pointy end. So there's your beginner's guide to Game of Thrones.
Well and truly confused.
Let's wave goodbye to the lovely girls and boys at home.
Bye!
Bye! Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do your end clip from your waterfall. Here comes Jess in an end clip in Thailand. Woo.
I am Georgetown!
It was in Thailand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.